Good morning, everybody. Today is a good day, and I have another new topic of analysis which I have done to share as what is the status of PM10 and PM2.5, which are the two pollutants which is highly spoken in the country as pollutants of concern. And I took a random study of 8 locations for 7 years, longitudinal analysis of PM10 and PM2.5 to compliance to the annual standards. And I evaluated three parameters, namely the rate of change with respect to the year and the probable time of compliance to the annual standards, which is for PM10, it is 60, and for PM2.5, it's 40 micrograms per meter cube, and a Z-score metric analysis. So with this introduction, let me go into the slide explaining as how I went through the whole process. The list of locations that has been taken for the study is from 2017 till 2023. Up to September, I have taken. So up to last September, I have taken the available data in 8 different locations, namely Ashok Vihar at Delhi, Bhiwani at Haryana, Alipur at Delhi, DTU Delhi, Lal Bagh at Lucknow, Narela Delhi, Punjabi Bagh Delhi, and Surya Kiran Bhavan Singrauli. The study period is from Jan 2017 till September 2023. And each data is 1 hour data, and the data source is taken from Central Pollution Control Board website. Available data is taken for the study. Baseline year mostly taken for the study is 2018. Since 2017, most of the data are not very continuous or not fully available to evaluate an annual standard, except for a few locations, which I have given 2017 data also. So mostly the baseline year taken for the study is for 2018, except for Lal Bagh, Lucknow, and Bhiwani, Haryana is dealt separately with the available data. That means there is some issues with the data with respect to PM10 and PM2.5 availability, so which I will discuss separately. So what is the purpose of this study? The study purpose is to find the trend in pollution status with respect to the two parameters PM10 and PM2.5 in ambient air, whether it is a decreasing trend or an increasing trend year-wise, and also a compliance of the two parameters to the annual standards of 60 and 40 microgram per meter cube for each locations, and also to find out the rate of change every yearly and the probable time of compliance using a simple model. Okay, this is not an exact way of saying that by this year, this time they will be complying, but this is a model which will say that probably at this time, if this rate goes at this level, the probable time will be little early or little late. That is the outcome of the whole exercise. The Z-score is taken from 2017 for the available data set, and it is compared with the annual standards of every year. And we have found out what is the change presently with 2023 for these 8 locations, and I have listed here. So what is this exercise all about? Doing this, what I'll be undertaking? It will be an evaluation using the above tools to conclude whether the existing policies having an impact on pollution reduction. If so, when it will be attainable. That is the basic way in which I have taken this study as such. So this is Ashok Vihar, PM10 and PM2.5 time series data. And this is the, you see this line, this is the dotted line is the trend from 2017 till 2023. Okay, this is a time series data for your information to just look at as how the data behaved and what was the peak and how is the trend behavior at one site. at one look, you can have an idea of what is the PM10 from 2017 till 2023. This is the compliance status with respect to 2017 to 2023. The annual average of PM10, as you see, it's about 447 in 2017, and it goes along to 349, 272, 207, 274, 317, and 255. And none of the year it meets the annual compliance of 60 microgram per meter cube. Okay, but what it shows is the rate of change is with respect to 2017 and 18, it is a negative. That is minus 21.8. That means it is reducing. And again, 2019 and 20, you must take to understand that it's a COVID period. And naturally, the values will come down because of non-activity. So that you should have at the backside of the mind to understand the data availability with respect to 2019 and 20 in all these 8 locations. And thereafter, if you see, there is an increasing trend after 2020, 31.84 and 15.8. It's increased, but to astonishingly, it is decreased by minus 19.63 in 2023. There is a huge decreasing in action in the particulate matter behavior in ambient air with respect to PM10. The Z score, which is 1.85 at 2017, when comparing with every year, it has come out to minus 0.62. So the probable, the time of compliance will be somewhere around 3.9 years. Say 4 years, the annual standards of 60 will be complied for this location as Ashok Vihar. So this is the table in which I have worked out. And this is the way I have conveyed to all these 8 locations. So the other next table is which is 2.5. 2.5, the annual average is 156, 160, 128, 115, 128, 124, and 96, which all compliance, which are doesn't compliance to the annual standard of 40 microgram per meter cube. But astonishingly, if you see in 2023, there is a huge decrease of minus 22.48. That is the rate of change. Yes, if this goes at this rate means you will achieve the target of 40 micrograms per meter cube in another 2.6 or 3 years. And the Z score is also a negative, minus 1.50 with respect to 1.20 of 2017. So a Z score is actually the mean. Somebody can will not understand why this Z score, what is this value indicates. A Z score is something like that. It's a mean for the year 2023, which is minus 1.50, meaning that the annual mean of PM 2.5 is approximately 1.5 standard deviation from the mean of all the average values from 2017 till 2023. So that is the Z score. That means across all these years, from 2017 to 23, the value is showing a decreasing trend. And this is a positive sign of reduction in pollution at Ashok Vihar. Alipur, this is the time series data with respect to PM10 and PM2.5. So in Alipur, this is the time series data with respect to PM10 and PM2.5. The available data is from 2018. And probably from 2019 only, you could have a probable acceptable data. And up to 2023, you can see it from the data set. And the same thing, you can observe that the annual average of PM10 has exceeded from 343, 198, 186, 208, 210, and 154 for all the locations, and it has exceeded the annual standard of 60. But it shows a decreasing trend. And the rate of change with respect to 2002 to 2003 is minus 26.65, which is very high. And with respect to 2021 and 20, it is increased by 1.16%. So these are all in percent. So if you see that the probable time in which they will comply to the standard of 60 microgram, it will be around 2027. And the Z-score also shows a very decreasing value with respect to the standard deviation from 2018 to 2023 with respect to PM10 at Alipur. With respect to PM2.5, it is again 221, 106, 99, 107, 102, and 72. With respect to the annual standard of 40, it has exceeded in all years, but it shows the rate of change shows around minus 29.42. That means it is a 29.42%, it is decreasing. And if it goes at this level, by 2025, you will be complying the standards. And the Z-score also, you can see, is also showing very, very low with respect to 2023. Bhiwani at Haryana. This is another location in which you can see the trend from 2019 till 2023 is the available data with respect to PM10 and PM2.5. And the PM10 levels are from 120, 128, 134, 120, and 107, which shows a decreasing trend. And the rate of the change is of around 10.67%, minus 10.67%. And the Z-score is minus 1.46 with compared to 2019 to 2023. So probably around 4 years from now, you will have a compliance to PM10 for the standard of 60. And with respect to PM2.5, is also showing a decreasing trend from 75.60 to 51.18. And the rate of change is minus 31.59 with respect to 2022. So this is a huge change. It doesn't mean that this will happen every yearly, but this is the actual statistical data which we found with respect to the available data set from 2019 to 23. It might change after 2024 also. It is something different, but presently with the available data set, it is at a rate of minus 31.59, and probably around a year or two, the PM 2.5 will be meeting the compliance because it has already met the compliance of 51.18 of the annual compliance of PM 2.5 at Bhiwani. See, another thing is questionable of the available data. See, I don't want to go there. I want to believe with the available data as this is perfect and right, and I'm doing this video as such, what the sense it's trying to convey. The DTU Delhi, it shows a trend data from 2018 to 2023. And this is the available trend data with respect to PM10 and PM2.5. And the trend analysis shows from 2018 to 23 with respect to PM10 is 264, 233, 207, 214, 221, and 181. A decreasing trend, but non-compliance to the annual standard of 60 microgram per meter cube. And the rate of change with respect to 2022 to 23 is minus 17.94. And the Z-score is minus 1.41, which is the standard deviation with respect to 2018 to 2023. And the probable year of compliance will be around 3.73. Around 4 years, you will be complying to the annual standards. So to each location, if we see, there is a range of year of compliance, 3 to 4. That means the present compliance status is shown some sort of a reduction mechanism in the levels of PM10 and PM2.5 in ambient air. That is the inference we can draw, one. Secondly, to hasten this, to reduce this period of compliance, this system of a compliance mechanism at each and every locations which are all found to be having a higher incidence of or time taking for compliance, more stringent measures should be adopted at those areas so that the time to reach the annual compliance of 60 and 40 will be complied within a reduced time period. That is the purpose in which the study has been taken up with these 8 locations, how they are really behaving. If all the locations are taken to study like this and then known which is the probably highly polluting area and which is having a time of compliance of more stringent measures, more strict vigil can be given to those areas so that the compliance pattern in Delhi and returning to normalcy of less than the annual standard of 60 and 40 attainability can be done in a measurable way. That is my point of this doing this video. Okay. And with respect to PM2.5, with the years 2018 up to 2023, you can see the values are getting started at 109 and slightly increased to 119, and again 109 and 123 increased, and suddenly it is decreasing from 2021 onwards to 97 and 60. So, and it is shown a decrease of from 2021 to 23 of minus 21.39% and minus 37.76. This shows there is a policy intervention also, a meteorological intervention also. Rain can also downwash the pollutions and show a reduced thing. So there are two things to be taken into understand during these periods. Naturally, things might have added up for this pollution reduction can happen, and also the policy interventions also must have been attributed in reducing the PM10 and PM2.5 levels in the ambient air. Lal Bagh, Lucknow. Okay, from 2020 only, you will have available data from PM10 because they have started the analysis from 2020 only for PM10, while for PM2.5 data set is available from 2017. With these two difference of data sets, I am trying to work out what these three criteria shows like. So with respect to PM10 from 2020 to 23, the values showed are about 211, 166, 177, and 148, a decreasing trend, but not complying to the annual standards of 60. And the rate of change is minus 16.57. If this goes means around 4 years, you will have a compliance. And the Z score remains minus 1.0 with respect to 220 data. With respect to PM2.5, with the data availability of 2017 to 23, 7 years, the annual compliance is 120, 130, 95, 104, 85, 77, and 67. There is an increase and decrease, but none of the places they are complying to the annual standard of 40, but they are showing a decreasing trend. That is for true. And when comparing to 2020 to 23, the rate of change is minus 12.82. And if this rate goes around, within a period of less than 3 years, you will be complying to the 2.5 standards at Lal Bagh, Lucknow. This is Narela, Delhi. Again, the data availability is 2018 to 2023 for PM10 and PM2.5, and you can see the available data range also. The Narela Delhi data set for is available from 2018 to 23. With respect to PM10, the values are 253, 230, 216, 248, 229, and 187, which shows a decreasing trend, a slightly decreasing trend. And when comparing to 2020 to 23, it is rate around minus 18.22. But it is a reduced rate from 2021 to 22, it is minus 7.32, 38 only. And the Z-score compliance is minus 1.68 with respect to 2018. And if this goes around 3 to 4 years, Narela will also comply to the annual standards of 60. With respect to PM2.5, the 2018 to 2023 annual standards trend shows 121, 107, 105, 117, 107, and 81. And this shows a decreasing trend, but a sudden change has happened in 2022 to 23 at a rate of minus 24.03. And the Z-score is minus 1.82 with respect to the standard deviation of 2018 to 2023. And the probable date of compliance will be around 2 years. This is what we see from Narela, Delhi. At Punjabi Bagh, the data is available from 2017 to 2023 for the respect to PM10 and PM2.5. The data set of PM10 shows 275, 246, 211, 183, 200, 229, and 187. In 2021 to 22, it shows a slight increasing trend, and thereafter it got reduced. And the rate of change from 2022 to 23, it is minus 18.42%. And the Z-score is minus 0.96. And probably in another 4 years, Punjabi Bagh will be compliant to the annual standards of 60 microgram per meter cube. And with respect to PM2.5, from the year 2017 to 23, it is 60 in 2017, and later on it's increased by 129 and 105, 101, 110, 114, and 84. It is increased and later on decreased. 2022 to 23, there is a huge decrease of minus 26.4. Otherwise, this shows a slightly increasing trend and then reduced at Punjabi Bagh. And the Z-score also is reduced with compared to 2017, it is minus 0.75. And probably in another 2 years, PM2.5 will be compliant to the annual standards of 40 microgram per meter cube. At Surya Kiran Bhavan, Singarnurli, this is the trend that is seen from 2018 to 23 for the respect PM10 and PM2.5. And for PM10, it is 2018. From 2018 to 2023, it is 197, 208 increased, decreased 163, 187 increased, 217 increased, and 143 decreased. It shows an increase and decreasing pattern, but when compared to 2022 to 23, a sudden decrease of rate of minus 34.24. I think so. The local situation also is to be taken into consideration for the sudden decrease also is another aspect to be looked in. And nothing can be changed suddenly until there is a periodic change. Policy doesn't change suddenly, but it changes with time. We should also take the meteorological factors into consideration for the sudden changes. And the Z-score is minus 1.53, and probably another 2 years is the rate of compliance of PM10 in Surya Kiran Bhavan synchronously. And for PM2.5, from 2018 to 23, it shows 85, 84, 69, 79, 81, and 55. Some consistency is seen, and also it is showing below the standards of, not below the standard, it's all exceeding the standards of annual standards of 40, but showing a decreasing trend. And the rate is very high when compared to 2022 to 23, it's minus 31.84. And the Z-score is minus 1.78. And the probable time of conversion within 1 or 2 years, this PM2.5 at Singaroli will be complying. So this is an study showing you whether the PM10 and PM2.5 pollutants of concern is showing an increasing trend or a decreasing trend with respect to 7 years data, and if it is a decreasing trend, at what rate, and what will be the time of compliance. That is the workshop that I have done, and I have presented here. This is a single line shot to show you for all these locations how this decreasing trend has happened with respect to PM10 and PM2.5. And this isn't just an outlook to give you for all the 6 locations. When will be the probable rate of change, and the rate of change with respect to 10 and 2.5, and probable time of compliance of PM10. So from this you can understand that the study that we made really shows that that these 8 locations shows a rate of change around 3 to 4 years is the probable date of compliance to the annual standards. I have done a study for only 8 locations. The government, the interested people, and the other agencies which have a concern over the ambient air quality and PM10 value control must take this a serious issue and take study for each and every locations for which monitoring data are available and see for compliance. And if a station is showing an higher value and an higher rate of compliance means there must be policy interventions so that they reduce at a faster rate than the rate of compliance expected naturally. Thank you.